Information can be back to the 30 children.
That is wonderful. Thank
So
you.
we appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
This is very fantastic. Eric, you're up next. The next introduction.
Excellent. Well, that was fantastic. Thank you so much, Jesse. Phil, why don't you come and step up, this handsome young man who I'm introducing today. And we actually go back pretty far. I think it's got to be 16 years. We met in undergrad in the business school at the University of Northern Colorado. I think we actually met in an organization called the UNC Technology Organization, which was just a great, it was a little club that we participated in, help undergraduate students become more familiar with technology. And I think, Phil, you had a leadership role in that, but we just immediately hit it off because we both loved going to the gym and loved volunteering. And even yesterday, we're sending each other videos of us working out, trying to mutually encourage each other to push past our limits. And so really had a great time just getting to know him. But one of the things we realized is that we actually both have a real passion for getting involved in the community. And he's just always been somebody that has been trustworthy, down to earth, and always there, always had my back. And then he's also, thankfully brought him into Rotary, which is why I get to be a sponsor, very fortunate. And he's had nothing but great things to say. I know he went on that trip to Belize, which was an absolute blast. And he's also good friends with Elia as well. He came in and helped her do a data migration from an old server to an online cloud-based system. So he's got quite a bit of expertise in technology. He specializes in security and also does some consulting now. But yeah, this is Phil, very good friend Phil.
So I have to be behind the podium?
Well, the screen was behind you, he was throwing the picture. Don't stand in front of the screen, that's good.
I love giving Phil a little bit of flack there. Thank you, Eric, for that amazing introduction. It has been great being friends with Eric for, 16 years now. Like going through college, all that. Imagine being friends with this high energetic guy. Always, I just call him like the cheerleader friend. He's always just like trying to push you, trying to just like talk about you and just build you up. So and it's really what matches the energy I see here at Rotary as well. But now to the classification talk, a little bit background info about myself. I was actually born in Oklahoma. I was there for a few years in Buffalo, New York, but most of my life here in Colorado. And I've always just been drawn here. It's just such a great state, great people, and just everything that's here. So I am a single guy with a dog, Roxanne, who's 9 years old. I rescued her 7 years ago, and she's been there ever since. No kids that I know about. Got one older brother and a nephew who's a senior in Columbine High School playing football. So if you ever go to those high school games and see Columbine playing, you've probably seen him there too. So amazing family there, and then also a large extended family on my mom's side, and we're actually all really well connected and mostly here in Colorado. So hence why it's also very difficult to leave this state. A little bit about what I've done in my career. The past 15 years, so I actually started in college working in IT security. I was actually one of two people in the whole school to actually run their entire security systems and secure all that. So naturally, being part of the tech club was something I just fell into that. And that's how Eric and I actually met. So as you described earlier, and then working out, and else happened. So did that, different jobs I've worked at. I've had a slew of different things, from doing security engineering, running systems, to consulting, to auditing, and then the last 7 years I was working in healthcare, doing internal system security and actually behavioral analytics around security for those just different type of persona types that we were able to identify and how best to get these individuals into more of a secure mindset. Some other things and note things I've done in the past in my career here. One of the consulting gigs, I was actually able to help the FBI coordinate some tracking of burner phones for the cartel around the Texas border, which was kind of an interesting thing. So that was a unique program. And with a security background, always pivoted around people. And I've always enjoyed helping people and supporting them and trying to get them to a more secure state, because an account gets hacked or if your identity gets stolen, I've seen lives get crushed from that. I never want that to happen to anybody. And it's just always naturally just where I place myself. I always wanted to be out there, be supporting people, helping them get themselves up. Actually, that's some of the side ambitions that I have as well in my life, is looking into mentoring and coaching and getting into that side area as well, and starting to look into building some side business around that. Even just doing free things that I can do as well, where I've done a lot of volunteering in my past. A couple other things to think about when it comes to helping. Eric and I, back in college, he told a brief story, was that the new members orientation?
Yes.
Where we both decided and got a couple other folks to join us, like, hey, let's go feed the homeless. Like, just on our own. It wasn't through any program, it wasn't through anything. We decided we got about 50 or so different lunch sacks filled with peanut butter sandwiches, a protein bar, I believe, and a bottle of water, just something to help alleviate that. And we went downtown and just passed it out to any person that we saw that was on the streets there. And it was just something that I wanted to pivot on that, to say, just supporting and seeing that and being a part of Rotary Club, as this has been supporting so many different organizations out here, vetting them, taking care of them, providing volunteer hours, money to things that are really truly worth it within our community, is something that's near and dear to me. Always enjoyed doing that, always enjoyed the volunteer aspects, but there's nothing greater than actually taking the local community around you and supporting that, what's around you. So for Rotary, thank you for having me and allowing me to become a member. It has been amazing since February, when I officially joined. Seeing and working with the individuals here, having my honeymoon trip with Bill to Belize. I had to do that. We'll catch up later. But actually, it was great because we got to help support an organization down there that Shelley will talk a little bit more then about that. So this is your second time coming out here this year, correct? Yeah. So now just seeing these amazing individuals, all these individuals act in an amazing group of people that has this become. I actually live in West Lakewood, so it takes me over 30 minutes just to drive here every time to make these meetings. And I know there's a more local one, but I've never seen a group of individuals more involved, more compassionate that I've seen, and also just having fun. I think that's a big key that I've seen here. It's just having fun. So thank you again. That's my classification talk.
I was Phil's mentor, and I had no idea what that entailed. And thanks to Elena and to Debbie Doig with the terrific orientation package that you did, he's well oriented. He's well oriented. When we first started talking, I reminisced about when I became a Rotarian way back in 1995, and I didn't have a clue, and I didn't have a mentor. And I just told Phil, I said, you know, one thing you need to do is to get involved. And clearly, he's the personification of getting involved. Well, he's been here since February. He's become a Paul Harris Fellow already. You've heard he's been to Belize, done an international service trip, and he's a member of the Pediatric Mental Health Committee. So Phil, I'd like to, I told him yesterday I'd like to pin you. I don't think he knows what I don't think he knows what that means. Maybe you do. But anyway, welcome to our club as a full-fledged member, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, now being a full member, doing all your requirements. Before you walk off,
Yes.
a ticket.
All right. Last three numbers?
Yes.
069. Yes. All right.
Thank you. Before we go into our next little presentation, we have, Shrin, you have a quick announcement you wanted to do. Because this is our last meeting before we have our Bright Futures. So, he has a quick administrative things he wants to let y'all be aware of.
Thank you, Tom. For the Bright Future, the good news is, so far, today, we have raised $125,000. Give yourself a hand. As you know, a week from Saturday, we do have the Bright Future celebration on the October 15th at the Lone Tree Art Center. After the cocktail reception and everything, you know, we do have the musical Forever Young musical. We have some extra tickets. These tickets have been donated by the several members who sponsors or who donated their money, and are being made available to the club members wishing to attend. So if you need any tickets for the show, please see me. I'll be happy to hand over to you. So we will all get together and then enjoy the show the next week from Saturday. So thank you.
Thank you, Shrin. Bill, you're up.
Got it good. Fingers crossed with video. Okay, so last week, Phil and I, was it last week? 2 weeks ago? Made a presentation about the project in Belize. We had a video to share. It didn't fly, so it may fly today here. So just real quick, Hope to Walk is the organization that we partnered with in Belize. That's partnered with the Rotary Club in Belize. And I'm not going to say any more, and we're going to let it roll here. We hope the sound comes out.
Sorry about it.
So just to give them a few seconds and take a little bit of pressure on them. This video is in the Wheel Center. So if you have a chance to check that out, there's a link to the Wheel Center 4-minute video. Some background about the organization, neat aesthetic around the world. That's one of the key executive director, key guys in the organization. They've just been around for about 5 years and started to do work all over the world. I think they've already worked in 7 countries so far, across 49 countries. There we go. The prosthetic that exists in the world for most people is black.
they didn't know there's an issue. There's people here and there. So that's one of the very things I want to shout out. It is there are millions of people throughout the world who walk, but have no opportunity to get leg because they make $1 a day, can make $5 a day. And the cost process is way too much.
I'll give you an example for I was going through this slide, and James was telling me how they didn't have anything and everything. He had accident, and also was like the diabetes coming up at work, and he's been crying 2 years. That's literally what he told me.
Prosthetics, especially when you lose a limb, you've lost part of your body, and it can never be replaced. And it's people who lost legs, think that's it. To be able to give back and give that leg someone who potentially will be able to walk in and never thought they would is wonderful.
So the normal leg and titanium and a little bit about these special parts, and they cost anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000. So you go to insurance for, and people just can't afford that. So we have a leg with our leg, very strong, very sturdy, for less than $100. Literally for one leg, for a backpack. And everything can be right there on the side. You don't need any investment, you can make big legs.
So one thing that I'm passionate about doing is things like organization, who gets to the level of people, we go into, your business, and just keep the connection and relationship. Like that, I look in and do it on purpose, and into the I say, I'm saying this to you. You're not listening less than me, and God cares for you just like He cares for me. And just like doing that through their eyes and saying, I love you.
In many ways, one of the brilliant things about being a counselor with a leg is that it's not just that person, it's that person's family. So we're not just telling people one leg, we're telling people 2 legs. He received his leg. And when he stood up, well, 15 or 20 years just getting off his face, it's like the wrinkles and frown. His pain just melted away. His dignity returned. And his wife was just elated with the dependence. He threw off the crutches and he just began to walk. And he kept walking, and he kept walking, and he kept going around the stars. By you guys. And just didn't want to stop. And they were cheering on. It was just great. When you see someone walk for the first time, as we walk years, and says they'll go too long, at any point, until they heard this group is coming in, to give them life. You've given them life. And then their life will never be the same again.
When Michelle is done wiping out the tears, I'll have her come up here and she's not gonna say anything. I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I've seen it, it's such an experience, the legs like something. We've had people who find that never had a leg ache. We had one young man who was born on a leg from the knee down. And Bill and Phil were there, and he stood up and he walked. And the face on him was amazing. We had another young man that's 22 that lost his leg in a car accident a couple of years ago, and he was there with his mom and his girlfriend. And he stood up and walked. And his girlfriend's never seen him stand up because she's never known him without a leg, with a leg. And his mom was there, and they all cried, and we all cried. I'm sorry, I'm crying, but it's so, you've made an amazing difference for these people here at the club. What you've done, you have no idea how you've touched these people. And if you want to throw more money at us, we were definitely going to get more people walking. I can't thank you enough. So thank you so much.
Explain
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thanks for the question. So, yeah, through the generous donations of our foundation and some individual members in our club, we donated almost $5,000 to this organization. I think the ballpark cost of these legs are $250, somewhere in that range. $250, yeah. So we basically, donated 20 legs. What's that? 20. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, that's what we do, right? Change people's lives. If anybody's interested in going on a trip to Belize in January, February, March of next year, there's a meeting after this meeting, somewhere up there or down here, and you can find out more about getting involved and what it would look like to go down there. So with that, I'm done.
Thank you, Bill. Shelley, appreciate it very much. We do have Claudia. She wants to make a quick announcement.
Thank you. I have two short but very important announcements. 5 of us went to Eagle Academy last week. Guy and I and Elaine and Maria and Nancy Arkins. And we, and a lot of other people who brought food over, we took food for 50 people and set up an assembly line and fed 50 kids and staff members. And they were every bit as wonderful as Heather Clark had told us. Remember, she spoke here a year ago? And we're signed up to do this 2 more times this year. They feed those kids every Tuesday, and one little girl came through the line. Well, they're not little girls, they're like juniors and seniors in high school. She came through the line to get a second burrito because she said, and this was Tuesday night, and she said it would have to last her till Thursday when the school feeds them again. A year ago, we sent around a sign-up sheet, and we collected $750 in King Soopers gift cards to give to these kids, and they really need that money, so that's what the sign-up sheet is going around for again. If you bring your $25, and not more than 25, because she gives the cards directly to the kids, so if you want to donate $100, get 4 cards. But she said, Heather told us that they have several students right now who are homeless and have no adults in their lives. And she's been giving them 2 gift cards a week, one for gas and one for food. She said that, they really need these cards. There are 140 students altogether in the school. And so if you can bring a King Super gift card or 2 to any meeting in October, give it to somebody on community service, and Guy and I will deliver them to the school the first week in November, because that's when Heather said they would come in most handy. She's apparently, they never have enough to keep these kids going, and the kids were wonderful. The other thing is IFCS. We need to do Pop the Trunk again on October 19th, and Guy and I won't be here. So that probably means Terry's gonna have to do it all herself, unless somebody else would like to volunteer. And we did appreciate that Bob Martin and Jim Bramley helped out last time. The other thing though is the Thanksgiving food giveaway is coming right up at IFCS. It's November 19th, which is a Saturday, and it will be held at Arapahoe Community College, as it has been since I've been here. She's not ready to sign us up yet, but just mark your calendars. If you are, I know a lot of people bring their family members to want to help out for that. They will need it. And then they're once again not doing a Christmas food thing, but they are doing the gifts for toys again. So watch for that email. I think we send that out, and you can go online and pick a child and the age, and they'll be doing the toy distribution again. So November 19th for that one, and anytime you want to bring a King Soopers gift card, Eagle Academy needs them. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I will start off with the happy bucks. It's for 2 ladies today. One lady is Jan Kaharski for the nice cruise she put together that Jan and I got to go on. And the other is Reen Gottman, seeing her here back from her surgery. It is so great to see you. Who else has any happy bucks today? Tom.
Here's $1 for our newest, bestest friend and big toe, Phil Horning. Welcome, Phil.
Who else? Eric.
I got 8 here. Again, second what Tom just said. Wonderful to have, Phil get his blue badge. Wonderful presentation from Jesse. And then Shelley, it's always great to have you here.
Jane.
I just wanted to thank everybody who went on the cruise. They were very flexible. We have more foliage here than we saw the whole week. It's okay. We had dinner together, we had drinks together, we had fun together, and it was, like he said, it was kind of like a little meeting every night when we had dinner or if we were out sitting at a bar someplace, all of a sudden there were 8 of us or 9 of us or whatever. So it worked out great after 3 years we finally did it.
Connie.
Yes. Well, thank you for Rance and Amy coming today, and this is $5 for Betsy and I having a fun New Mexico trip. The highlight of the trip was discovering that they are a very popular place for wild mushroom collection.
Outstanding.
We found and identified one, and we're excited in the forest. So there you go. We didn't need it though.
Jan.
I'll contribute 10, part of it for the cruise. Thank you, Jane, very much. You forgot to talk about the high note.
Oh, that
Bar
was
at the very top of the ship. And Tom and I are waiting for the 50th annual Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta right after the meeting.
Phil.
I want to welcome Green back. Here's $20 for having Green back along.
Outstanding. Kelsey.
I'm not much of a bragger, but last week I got to see my baby brother graduate from the Air Force Officer Training School in Montgomery. He's actually been selected to be a pilot, and he's going to be a Reaper pilot. So, I mean, that's heavy. But he's really cool, and I'm really proud of him. I got to pin him on and do all the things. And then his wife is actually going to come live with me in probably about 2 weeks while he's doing his training. She has MS. I'm hoping to talk her into coming to a meeting. She's very introverted, but I'm just excited to have another person around, and I'll get her through the holidays. So
Thank you. Rain.
$20 for the last couple months, just knowing that I had all these wonderful friends behind you, wishing me well, during this time when I ended up with a spinal realignment, and I have 2 rods and 20 screws in my back. It's here, and I'm an inch taller. Made it to our house with food, phone calls, cars, and time to visit. So thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Carrie.
I have $10 for our amazing speakers.
Yes.
And also, we had a great time on the cruise, and our daughter Cheyenne was so inspired by all the camaraderie that she wants to become a Rotarian.
Stand it.
$20 for Jane for the cruise. Actually, it's 5 for each of the 4 cruises that she's put together. They've all been a lot of fun, and look forward to the next year.
Nice. Anybody else? Shall we stand and have the 4-way test? Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And make it bound.